Welcome back, caregivers. If you're feeling stretched thin between caring for your aging parents and supporting your children, you're not alone. This is what's known as the sandwich generation. It's adults who are pulled in two directions. Often they feel like they can't give enough to anyone, let alone themselves. You're managing doctor's appointments, school drop offs, medications, homework, financial concerns, all while trying to keep your head above water. And it's exhausting, overwhelming, and can feel incredibly lonely. But here's the thing, you're not feeling and you're not alone. So today I want to talk about what it really means to be a part of the sandwich generation, the biggest challenges, and practical ways for you to find balance while protecting your own well being and getting the support you deserve. The sandwich generation refers to people typically in their 40s and 50s who are caring for both their aging parents and their children at the same time. This group is growing, and more caregivers are juggling responsibilities across multiple generations. And let's be real, this is not just an occasional stressor. This is a daily, constant caregiving with no clocking out, no breaks, and no easy solutions. I recently asked a group of caregivers in this age group to identify some of their biggest challenges, and here's what I was able to identify. Number one, emotional and physical exhaustion. So very often they are running on empty, constantly meeting the needs of others while neglecting their own health. Number two, financial strain. Supporting two generations is very difficult and overwhelming, from medical bills to childcare, and some are even helping their adult children. Number three, guilt and emotional conflict. The feeling like they're never doing enough. This is common, whether it's not spending enough time with your parents, your children, or your spouse. Number four, time management struggles. When every hour seems to be accounted for between work, caregiving, home life, there's little room left for you. Career and personal sacrifices. Many caregivers reduce their hours at work and even have to leave the workforce entirely, affecting their long term financial future, leaving them scared on how they'll meet their financial needs of their lives. If you are feeling any of this, let me just say, you're not failing. You're not alone. You are carrying more than most people realize. And that weight is heavy, but you don't have to carry it alone. If you have found yourself in this situation, there are things that you can do to protect yourself and your well being. I once heard someone tell a story about a plane, that a plane can actually fly itself. I was pretty amazed by this. But what they said is a plane can actually fly itself, and that a pilot is just there to guide it. Because if a plane takes off and they just let it go, it can get off slightly by 2 degrees. And if that happens, suddenly you find yourself at a destination where you never intended yourself to be. So the pilot, the guide, is there to course correct the plane so that you end up landing exactly where you wanted to be. This is also true for caregivers. If you don't take care of yourself, you can become off. And we cannot care for others when we do not take care of ourselves, because you can't pour from an empty cup. There are ways that you can set yourself up to care for others while protecting your own well being. And here are 5 things that I suggest implementing to take care of yourself so that you can take care of them. Number one, set some boundaries and prioritize. Not everything can be or should be an emergency. Decide where your energy is best spent and then give yourself permission to say no to the things that drain you unnecessarily. Number two, create a support system. Ask for help and be willing to accept it when it's offered, whether it's hiring outside help, leaning on family, or joining a support group. You do not have to do this alone. Number three, plan ahead for your aging parents. Having legal and financial plans before a crisis happens can relieve a huge burden. Discuss power of attorney, care options, and financial decisions now if you are able. Number 4, use technology to lighten the load. Medication reminders, telehealth visits, grocery delivery, meal services, and scheduling apps can save a ton of time and stress. And remember, relying on these are not a sign of weakness. It is protection of yourself and your sanity. The last one is embracing restorative care. A few weeks ago, I did a video and I said that caregivers don't need the traditional self care advice. Instead, what they need is restorative care, care that looks at small, sustainable ways to renew your energy. Kind of like that plane. When you get 2 degrees off, you self correct and you bring yourself back into the present where you can take better care of your person. Maybe this looks like deep breathing, a short walk, journaling, or listening to music in the car can make a huge difference. Being a part of the sandwich generation is one of the hardest roles there is, but you're not alone and you're not failing. The fact that you care so much already means you're doing enough. Let me know, what has been your biggest challenge being a caregiver in the sandwich generation? What are some of the things that you've done to help bring yourself restorative care? If you're looking for more support, practical tips, and real conversations with other caregivers who truly get it, join our community, Dementia Caregivers Success and Support Network. I would love to see you there. It truly is a welcoming space where you can share your experiences, ask questions, and connect with people who truly understand. Until next time, I'll be here sharing with you as you care for them.